Hello everyone, my name is Janusz Ganoska and I'm pre-sales engineer at Fudo Security. Before we start, it is worth to answer a simple question. Are you responsible for managing remote access in your company? Well, if so, you certainly know how the risks associated with your jobs are. In 2023 only, as many as 37% of organizations reported breaches related to improper permissions management. So today, I'll show you how one of the Fudo Enterprise key features, to be more specific, just-in-time function, can aid you in your daily routine. And what I would like to focus on the beginning is the description of functionality itself. Let's open the request tab first, and you can see three different tabs. Each one of them has its own destination. First is awaiting, which is designated to keep all pending requests. So once they arrive, all info should be visible right here. Next one is an active. It is designed to manage all of the ongoing requests. And last but not least will be the archive. This one is reserved to store all actions and decisions made in regards to all request forms from the past. So let's jump into the user portal. As you can see, we do have a number of different accounts possible to access. However, there is one that is grayed out currently. It means that it has been added to your save, but you need then like an additional permission to see it operational and therefore to do your job decently. To make it happen, you need to select Access Request button and choose a type of initial request from two possibilities listed: immediate or scheduled. Immediate is a type of request where you can decide for how long you would like to use those resources, starting from a single hour, but the time request cannot exceed 24 hours straight. Also, if you will be granted with access, you will have 24 hours to fulfill your obligations and, long story short, to do your work before admin's acceptance will simply expire. As for the schedule request, you're about to select a specific time frame during which you would wish to work on those resources, applications, or devices. Just set up a start and the end date, and that's all. What is mandatory for request whatsoever is request reason. I will place a demo and select the immediate one. Let's try to launch it. As per notification went successfully, then, well, it should be visible right here, right? No. Since just-in-time is a part of a zero-trust strategy, the verification, not a blind trust, should drive our decisions as administrators. Therefore, system will recognize us, even though we have been granted with super admin abilities and role, as a potential threat, basically. So in other words, only another person who is like a part of decision-making hierarchy can accept or maybe reject our request. I'll log in as an administrator to show you how this process should be conducted in a decent order. Now, under the request section, to be more specific, awaiting tab, there is a new record. But before we perform any action here, we need to elaborate on a single thing. You probably have noticed that there is a number of votes, which is marked as a circle here, that is required to make that request active. As within this example, we need a single voter, but we should check if this can be modified at some point. So let's open Save and go to that one that's carrying details about just-in-time access. Access request require vote is the category that we're looking for. You can alter this value to any order apart from one, of course, but remember that all admins from that point on will be in charge of granting an access must be consistent with each other. If one will break from this chain of command and his voice will be, well, negative, the entire request will be erased and eventually, well, the user won't be able to connect. Let's be a good admin this time and accept this request. By the way, if you would like to reject it, you need to provide a specific reason, like a response reason for the rejection. Only after that, the rejection button will become active, like that. Accept it for the time being. Open the portal to check if something has happened here. Something has changed. Okay, let's refresh it. It seems our user can freely log in and do his belongings, so let's try it out then. But this time we'll be using native client with an external address, and I will also use a command just to copy it and paste into my terminal and see if this will let us through. Perfectly. It appears that is always working fine. How about the recording? We have a new session here. Okay, yep, it's in place, but I think that we should double check if it's reflecting the same level of details, for instance. Detail. Yep, let's terminate this session. Back to the admin that is currently in charge of the process. Because there might be a situation when our user just finished his work earlier than was expected and next person is just waiting to use the same data, right? We can revoke our previous decision by simply clicking the revoke button. And as a part of communication, we need to provide here a reason, of course, like busy queue and send. Again, get into the portal and check if access was taken from our user. All right. You can see that user is not allowed to go into those resources anymore. And if there will be any doubts, we can open the commentary section, which is located right here, to check what was the reason that's then behind this. And of course, there's a notification sent by our administrator saying that there was a busy queue at that particular moment. Right, so heading to the point, for those responsible for access management, just-in-time is like a breakthrough functionality. We gain full control over who has access to our resources when and to what extent. And this allows us to effectively monitor and mitigate security risks while providing the, well, flexibility needed to efficiently manage the work of third-party companies. It is quite similar to our session monitoring functionality, but that's for the next episode, I think. I bid you farewell. Cheers.